And I thought this picture almost does it really well. I mean, everybody's on that footbridge, and if you look at the street level, nobody's there. Empty pavements, and we're forced through sterile walkways. So looking at that picture, this is where I believe that we got the balance wrong in Hong Kong. We got super connectivity, but we've forgotten the street level. And I've nicknamed that Ketamine City. I just wonder whether the abuse of ketamine is higher in the areas where we have sterilized the environment to the point that kids have nothing to do other than just get high on ketamine. But I haven't proven that. I've only asked recently a professor whether we could actually do a study whether there would be higher abuse of ketamine in these kind of city environments versus like the old more traditional environments where there is more of a social infrastructure that works well. But that wasn't an unanswered question. Anyway, so can we bring some more pleasure around our anti-street city? And of course we can take pictures from other parts in the world. Casual encounters that can happen in the street, fun in the street. People enjoying the streets. I mean, New York City is of course the most walkable street level city. Spacious sidewalk, dirty sidewalks that providing outdoor seating. I'll leave this is the food for thought that I'd like to leave with you as the opening for today, as my presentation to you, and it's just food for thought, basically. What I will do is fulfill my commitment before I stop speaking, is my commitment to Oscar Ho, because he is seeking, he did this, provide his presentation. And I have to read it out, but I haven't read it yet, so my presentation is still late. I haven't practiced this presentation. But he said there are bits in the text that tell me when to move his slide, so I read it to you. So this is by Oscar Ho. Defencing the streets. One of the most noticeable changes of the look of our streets after '97 is that there are a lot of iron fences on the streets. At the footbridge to the convention center, outside the cultural center, near the Lexico building, and at the government headquarters. It's kind of a street scene that I did not see before '97. The fence is an instrument to block and to separate. It's a tool to define the territory and to control the people and space. It's a sign of insecurity. Every time when I walk in Wan Chai, looking at the endless piling up of the fences, I cannot help realizing how much Hong Kong has changed. And the street that fills with fences is a street of violence. The city obsesses with opposing control. The night when the bill for the funding of the express rail was passed and confrontation broke out outside Lexico, the fences became the focal point of the confrontation. For the police, keeping the fences in the right location was a sign of authoritative control. For the demonstrators, taking down the fences was an act of reclaiming people's ownership of the streets. Since the battle of defending the Star Ferry Pier, there has been a continuous movement of trying to reclaim ownership of the public space, returning the buildings and the streets to the people. It was much more than a campaign of heritage preservation. It's a battle for civil rights. The main reason for preservation is not the history or architectural style of the building. It's the collective memories of the ordinary people. Crossing the harbour with your girlfriend. Going with Daddy to buy the tasty hot dog at the pier. Seemingly insignificant events, but tenderly intimate association with the place. There are culturally significant and those important cultural heritage as it is defined by scholars, critics or committee members. And they're more valuable than another one of those glossy shopping malls. Having been casted aside for so long, the ordinary people want to share their share in defining what is culturally significant. The streets might be old and the shops are shabby, but they're significant because they're part of who we are. In the name of development and growth, they've already taken away almost everything. Now they even want to take away the very few things we managed to keep, our memories, and that's not acceptable. The new civil rights movement attempts to get back this cultural right to those who are culturally privileged. Consequently, what we try to preserve is more than just the streets, but the intentional culture of the ordinary people and the way they live. It's the totality of the experience, for the streets or any space one grows up with, which are spaces for living. Activities such as the Graham Street Festival, the Conservancy Association Centre for Heritage, our Live at West Kowloon by Soko, the Nautau Pop Over the Rise by Hulu, have confirmed the fact that another wave of cultural movement is emerging. And it will bring a new dynamic based on the rediscovery of the grassroots culture. Much of them are found on the streets. So it's a logical development that when a Star Ferry campaign evolves into Chuyun Village campaign, it turns into a political campaign. I think I may have missed a slide here. This is Chuyun. Turns into a political campaign. As a civil rights movement, we know it really well that unless we can change the infrastructure of power, we cannot preserve the streets and the lives of the streets that mean so much to the ordinary people. Everything can be taken away from us in the name of development. It's sad that the government still do not understand. The street culture of Hong Kong is piling fences and dismantling fences. It's about controlling this space and about reclaiming this space. The fight over the fences will continue at the City of Fences. Oscar Ho. I will not put my opinion, this is Oscar's opinion. And I think it's a good, strong opinion. I mean, if anybody wants to make a comment about what you've just heard of me, feel free to do that now. I mean, let's keep it interactive. Does anybody that wants to make an observation at this stage, or shall I ask Benny to take us to the next presentation? Yeah, we need coffee, I guess. We'll get you woken up.
Some people working for the works department tells me that if you take the length of all the fences on the streets in Hong Kong, it could go around the world several times. Actually, we have because we have a lot of very narrow streets all over the city.
Just one comment concerning the walk rate. I feel much better on walk rate than in any So I think that's one of the best things in Hong Kong. And our visitors are thrilled that it's possible to get. So up there and what is and there you have one. I don't think people rely. I just go and see so many people there. So kinds of walking very well. So that's very interesting. It's very sad on the street that people it's very different.
Okay, well, it's good. We have a point for discussion and reflection, so let's hold on to that one. And I think we should move forward to the first good discussion that we can start after, I think, Danny's presentation.
I've got something to say about that.
That as well. Okay, fine, that's good. You will pick that up. Do you want to make a comment?